Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So एग्जाम वगैरह सब होता रहेगा, आप लोग पहले शांति से सुन लो, ठीक है? And what I told you that the main exam is the following of Bhagavad Gita. If you pass in the exam but you don't follow the Bhagavad Gita, then what's the use? Okay, so don't worry about the exam and all these things. Now we have become so accustomed कि हम एग्जाम दे देंगे, पास हो जाएंगे और बाद में जो चाहेगा वो करेंगे. But in the spiritual science, in the spiritual language, in the spiritual world, it doesn't happen like that. Right? You have to follow particular thing day after day. आपको क्या लग रहा है अभी कि हम एग्जाम दे देंगे और फ्री हो जाएंगे इस भगवत गीता से? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता. आपको डे आफ्टर डे उसको रिवाइज करना है. राइट? तो हम चलो एक नया चैप्टर लेते हैं. And I feel so happy that you are attending these classes every day. Today we are discussing a chapter. I also told yesterday that in the sandwich, the vegetables are important. Bread is not so much important, right? Of course, without the bread, sandwich cannot be complete, right? But still, you know, you go and eat sandwich, not because there is a bread, but there is vegetables, right? So there is a cheese, there is tomato and simla mirch and so many other things. There is a sauce, right? You know better. So similarly, in the Bhagavad Gita also, the 7th chapter to 12th chapter are very important. And Krishna is revealing a wonderful knowledge through this chapter, right? So in the last chapter, what was the name of 7th chapter? Please tell me in the chat box. First chapter was Arjuna Vishad Yoga. Let's revise. Then second chapter was Sankhya Yoga. Third was Karma Yoga. Fourth was Jnana Yoga, yeah, transcendental knowledge. Fifth chapter was again Karma Sannyas Yoga. It is also called as a Karma Yoga, but the Krishna gave the name as Karma Sannyas Yoga. Then sixth was Dhyana Yoga, right? Then seventh was knowledge of Supreme. Krishna gave knowledge about himself. ठीक है. Now this is attaining the Supreme. अभी भगवान के बारे में भगवान ने 7th chapter में बता दिया. Now Krishna is telling कि how to attain me, how you will attain me, right? And in the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we saw that Krishna is telling that you are not this body but soul. And then Krishna again told that for a body, death is certain. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmat pariharyete natvam shochitum arhasi. Those who have taken a birth, for them death is certain, right? And those who are died, for them birth is certain, right? मतलब किसका डेथ हुआ है तो उसका जन्म हो जाएगा, चिंता मत करिए. और जिसका भी जन्म हुआ है उसका भी डेथ हो जाएगा, टेंशन मत लीजिए. You'll not find anyone in this world who can say, I will stay for thousands and thousands of years. No, you cannot say that, right? Because change is the important characteristic of this body, right? And I told you that how the body is continuously changing, right? And in fact, scientists also say that after 7 years, your body is completely different. That means now if today I am, let us say I'm 20 years, I'm not 20 years. If I'm 20 years, so the body which I had when I was 13 years, it was completely different. So now my today's body is completely different from that body. All the elements in the body have completely changed, right? So let's go ahead. Now, Arjuna is asking important questions, right? This is a little theoretical chapter, but I will try to simplify it with some examples, right? So you please listen carefully, right? This is very, I mean, we need attention, a lot of attention. Otherwise, this chapter you will not understand. And I will also recommend that you should read the book, or at least after our classes, you go through the this PPTs, right? How many of you see the PPT after the class is over? So if you do that, you will remember immediately after that. You know, जब भी कुछ भी हो जाता है ना, थोड़ा उसको रिवाइज करने का, then it goes into our permanent memory. ये तो ऐसा कोई कोई बच्चे करते कि अभी सिखाया है ना, शाम को करेंगे ना, कितनी घाई है, then वो सब उड़ जाता है, right? Even if you are in a school and teacher teaches you something, and as soon as you come to home, you should open book and see what teacher has taught you, and then that will go into your permanent memory. Okay. Now Arjuna is asking very wonderful question here. Now why Arjuna is asking? Because now Arjuna's doubts, many doubts were clarified कि ये करना है, वो करना है, समझ गया अर्जुन को. But still, he was not able to find out the answer to the question कि when I will kill Bhishma and Drona, what would be their destination, where they will go, वो मरने के बाद कहाँ पे जाएंगे. And many of us have this question कि where we will go, which birth we will get, right? There are 84 lakhs of species. Will I become a dog or cat or some bird, parrot, or some worm in the gutter? We don't know. Now Krishna in this particular chapter gives a nice understanding, and we will see with one example that how this transmigration of soul from one body to another body takes place, right? How the soul is getting transferred from one body to another after death. And we will see that example, this amazing example of Bharat Maharaj, King Bharat. But before that, let's see what Arjuna wants to say. Kim tad brahma, kim adhyatma, kim karma purushottamam. Adibhutam cha kim proktam adidevam kim uchyate. He's asking few questions. So kim tad brahma, ye brahma kya hai? Now here brahma and brahma is different. Brahma is different. Here brahma means satya. What is brahman? Tell me. Kim adhyatma, ye adhyatma kya hai? Right? Kim karma, ये कर्म क्या होता है? Like many times we were saying ना, ये कर्म योग करो, कर्म we were saying. So what do you mean by karma? Then what he is saying? Karma purushottama adhibhuta kim proktam. Adhibhut means what is the material world? We were telling the material world and spiritual world. So please attend today's topic, because you know we will be seeing what is exactly spiritual world is and where it is located, how there are 14 planetary systems in this material manifestation, right? हम कहते हैं ना स्वर्ग नरक, वो क्या है हम इस चैप्टर में देखने वाले हैं. तो आप कृपया अटेंटिवली सब सुनना. What are the demigods? ये देवता वगैरह क्या होते हैं? Krishna has given explanation in the last 7 chapter also कि देवता वगैरह क्या होता है, but still is asking. Right? Arjuna is very sincere student. Whatever doubts are coming, he is asking sincerely कि कृष्ण ये समझा नहीं, मुझे बताओ, right? And then he was not shyful. And just see now, this was so interesting thing. He was on the battlefield. वो रणांगण में थे. He was about to fight. So he should have asked the question कि कैसे fight करना है, कैसे मारना है. But he is not asking that. What he's asking? All these things, all the logical things, knowledgeable things he was asking. Because the problem was not with the instrument. Problem was not in the battlefield. Problem was not outside. The problem was inside. Right? Problem was related to Arjuna's mind. So he's asking all the questions. Ki clarify karo, then my mind will set into the position to fight. Right? He had everything. He was a very powerful warrior. Arjuna was a very powerful warrior. It is said that he once defeated Lord Shiva in the battle. And that's how Lord Shiva got so pleased and he gave him Pashupatastra. Right? So he was very powerful. He had gone to heavenly planets, Indralok. He was so powerful. But still he could not fight. Why? Because internal problem. So hardware kitna bhi अच्छा होगा ना, पर सॉफ्टवेयर खराब है ना, कंप्यूटर नहीं चलेगा. Similarly with the human body also, we may have best of the bodies, we may have strongest of the bodies, but mind में problem है ना, गई भैंस पानी में. That's why Krishna is saying in the 6th chapter also we saw that Krishna is telling abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha griyate. Arjuna's yato nishrati manashanchadastiram. I mean, Krishna told the answer. Yato nishrati manashanchadastiram. Tato niyametad. Atmaiva hi vasham nayat. Wherever and whenever your mind starts running, just take that back. Right? Yesterday, one boy from our group was asking question. Sir, when I sit for study, my mind starts roaming. I told you didn't listen 6th chapter properly. What Krishna is telling, whenever your mind starts running, bring the mind back, right? Bring the mind back, focus, right? And keep yourself away from distractions. Abhi TV bhi chal raha hai, mobile bhi chal raha hai, YouTube bhi chal raha hai, and you are studying, then what will happen? Mind will obviously run everywhere. So you have to have vairagya also, detachment also, right? So keep everything away and then study in the secluded place. Right? Krishna has given some very practical answers, right? Now he is asking, and then again few questions he asked. Adhiyajnah katha kotra dehesmin madhusudanam prayana kale chakaram niyo सीनियतात्म भी. तो मुझे बताओ आदि यज्ञ कौन है? आदि यज्ञ मतलब हु इज द लॉर्ड ऑफ सैक्रिफाइसेस. मतलब ये यज्ञ करते हैं हम किसके लिए करते हैं? मुझे बताइए कौन है ये आदमी. एंड हाउ डज ही लिव इन द बॉडी? दिस गॉड फॉर whom we perform yajnas, right? And yesterday I saw a very interesting picture in our group. If you have seen, I don't know. And you know, one person was doing yajna and then he clicked the photo, and in the photo he could see Krishna standing in the yajna. You can see that photo, right? Where that yajna purusha stay in the body? Tell me, Krishna is asking. Prayana kale chaktam niyo. तो कैसे मरते समय पे व्यक्ति खुद को भक्ति में लगा के उसके पास जा सकता है? मुझे बताओ, ये सारे प्रश्न का उत्तर बताओ. ये ब्रह्मन क्या? Sorry, there is some problem, right? And I'm now again connected, right? You can see me? You can? Okay, good. So shares my screen. Yeah, there was some technical problem, I think. Not an issue. Then, So he is asking, मुझे सारी चीजों का अर्थ बताओ क्या होता है. Then Krishna started saying, Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Adhyatma Uchyate. So Krishna said the Brahman means the indestructible living entities. Soul means Brahman, Krishna said. Swabhav Adhyatma Uchyate, and his nature is called Adhyatma. The nature of soul is called the adhyatma. We ask, हम पूछते हैं ना ये spirituality क्या होता है, ये अध्यात्म क्या होता है? The simple answer Krishna gave. The nature of soul is adhyatma, right? Just like the nature of cricketer. What is the nature of cricketer? To play cricket. Similarly, the nature of soul is to engage in the service of super soul, Paramatma, and that is his nature, right? And then he asked that what do you mean by karma? He had asked now Arjuna ki karma ka matlab kya hota hai? Then Krishna said karma means activities done by the body are called as a karma. So if you are studying, that is your karma, right? If you are cooking, that is your karma. You are doing karma, right? So then few more answers Krishna is giving, that adibhutam ksharo bhava purushashadi daivatam adiyajno hame vatra dehe vritam. What is adhibhuta? He had asked, adhibhut kya hota hai? Material nature kya hota hai? Then Krishna told, adhibhut means which is constantly changing. Yeah, this world is called as adhibhut. And you see, everything is changing. Now, you can see furniture behind me. Can you tell me after 20 years, will it remain same? No, it will slowly decay. Right? वो सड़ जाएगा, वो गल जाएगा. This is the nature of world. You see, anything in this world that is not going to stay permanent. You see, huge buildings, huge towers, they will also collapse one day. Nothing stays permanent. Please note it down. Nothing is permanent in the world. And then he asked, what is Purushaha? Purusha is universal form. The Vishwarup is Purushaha, and he is called as Adideva. Who is Adhiyagya? So then Krishna said, the Lord who is staying in the heart is Adhiyagya. Adhiyagya means for whom we perform yagya. Right? It was a little technical, but don't worry. If you got something, good. Didn't get something, no problem. Right? Neha bit karmana shusti pratyavayu na vidyate swalpam api dharmasya. इतु सा भी समझ गया ना, तो भी बड़ी बात है. Now this is very important. Now you have to understand this, and if you understand this, then you can control your future life, right? So Krishna is telling, Antakale cha mameva smaranutva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastatra samshayah. Antakale cha mameva. So what do you mean by antakal? What do you mean by antakal? Write in the chat box. I want to hear, what do you mean by antakal? Antakal means when we are about to die, right? So you see in this picture, the person who is, admitted in the ICU. So we can say that his antakal is very close. His death is very close. So जिसका भी death close होता है ना, उसको कहते हैं antakal. The final moment of the life. Antakale Chimameva. Krishna is saying, so at this particular point of time, if you remember me, Smaran Uttva Kalevaram. If you remember me at the point of death, then what will happen? Yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastatra samshayah. That person will come to me. That's final. Whoever remembers Krishna, whoever remembers God at the time of death, he goes to Krishna. What do you mean by that? So if I am dying now, right? And if I remember Krishna somehow or other, what do you mean by somehow or other? That means if I remember Lord Krishna's names, somebody is telling, chant Krishna, or if I'm dying in the midst of the kirtan, right? And somehow I hear the names Krishna, Krishna, or Lord Govinda, Madhava, then I will go to Krishna. right? Yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastastra samshayah. That person will come to me. If I'm dying and if I see Krishna's beautiful form in front of my eyes, then I'll go to Krishna. If I'm dying and somebody puts a tulsi leaves on my tongue, I will go to Krishna. If I'm dying and somebody, offers a nice flower which is offered to Krishna and gets that flower to me, and if I smell that flower at the time of death, I will go to Krishna. So you got? So whoever remembers Krishna at the point of death, he goes to Krishna. Got it? So Krishna has given in the simple words. Now Krishna is not saying here, you see in the 3rd and 4th chapter, I think 2nd and 3rd chapter, Krishna spoke that you get your next birth according to your karma. That's one thing, right? But now Krishna is telling here another thing. And what is that? He is telling, ठीक है वो कर्मा वगैरह सब ठीक है, और पर यदि आपने अंत काल में मेरा जब यदि स्मरण किया, if you remember me at the point of death, at the time of death, then you will come to me. Got it? So previously he said, if you do good karma, you will get good birth. If you do bad karma, you will get bad birth, right? Lower birth, right? Of animals and then of trees. But now here he said, ठीक है वो सब ठीक है karma and all. You just remember me at the time of death, and then you will come to me, right? This is our exam, right? Scripture says, what is the real exam? The real exam is Ante Narayana Smriti. When you remember Lord Narayan at the time of death, Ante. If you remember Lord Narayan at the time of your death, that is your exam. That is exam. And that is then you'll pass in the exam. So it is said that death is real exams. We give so many exams, right? 1st standard exam, 2nd standard exam, 4th standard exam, and we study and then we pass. But this exam, death is a final exam, right? And everybody has to give that exam. Nobody can escape from that exam, right? So now how to prepare for that exam, right? If that is the exam, then how to prepare for that exam? By doing bhakti. When you do bhakti, see, life is very simple, And the question paper is also very simple. I will tell you one story. There was one man who was dying. He was very sick and he was dying, right? He was on his deathbed. Marne wala tha wo. And then he asked his wife, कि मेरा छोटा बेटा किधर है? The wife said, he is standing beside you. Then he asked, मेरी छोटी बहू रानी किधर है? Then wife said, she is also standing beside you. वो आपकी बाजू में ही, बगल में ही खड़ी है. Then he asked, मेरा वो बीच वाला बेटा किधर है? Where is my other son, second son? Then she said, he is also standing there. You don't worry, everybody is here. Then he asked, मेरी छोटी बहू रानी किधर है? वो भी है. वो सबसे छोटा बेटा किधर है? वो भी है. उसकी बेटी, उसकी बहू रानी किधर है? वो भी है. Then he was angry. अरे सब इधर है तो दुकान में कौन है? सब इधर खड़े हैं तो मेरे दुकान में कौन खड़ा है? So at the point of death, at the time of death, what he was thinking? He was thinking of his dukan, his shop. So this what happens when the death approaches. जो भी हमने पूरे जिंदगी में किया है, वो हमको at the point of death, at the time of death हमको सब याद आता है. जो भी हमने जिंदगी में किया है. So यदि भक्ति की है तो कृष्ण याद आएंगे. यदि भक्ति नहीं की है तो अलग अलग चीजें याद आएंगी, राइट? तो जस्ट लाइक वी हैव प्रिपरेशन लीव, राइट? एग्जाम के पहले, जैसे आई रिमेम्बर आई वाज इन इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज, So we would get preparation leave of 1 month. 1 महीना देते थे. 1 महीना पढ़ाई कर लो और 1 महीने के बाद एग्जाम. कोई करता नहीं था पढ़ाई, टाइम पास करते थे हम बच्चे प्रिपरेशन लीव में. Similarly, this whole life is preparation leave. Prepare करो एग्जाम के लिए. And what is the exam? Death is the exam. Please, write in your book that death is the exam. And how to pass that exam? Krishna is saying, just remember me. And if you cannot remember me, then I cannot help you. Right? And how to remember Krishna? If you do bhakti throughout your life, then you will remember Krishna. If you don't do bhakti throughout your life, you will remember so many other things, just like this person who every day went to his shop. And now what is happening to him when the death is coming? He said, दुकान में कोई नहीं है क्या? धंधा कैसे करेंगे? So he was remembering about that thing. So I'm not saying that your duties are bad. I'm not saying that you don't do this or don't do that, only do bhakti. No, neither Krishna has said that. If Krishna wanted to say that don't do these duties, don't fight, then Krishna would have told Arjuna कि चला जा, जंगल में चला जा, वहां पे केवल मेरा स्मरण कर. But he did not say that. He said, Mam anusmar yuddha cha, you remember me and then fight. Similarly, you all remember Krishna and then study. You all remember Krishna and then cook. You all remember Krishna, then go to job. You all remember Krishna, then board the train. You all remember Krishna, then do your homework. So remember Krishna before you start everything. And this habit will, go into your subconscious mind. And then when the death comes, you will remember Krishna very easily. You will not have to struggle कि कृष्ण को डालो अंदर. नहीं, वो अपने आप हो जाएगा. आप just अपने आप को एक आदत लगा दो कि जब भी आप कुछ करेंगे कृष्ण का स्मरण करो. You make a habit of remembering Krishna, right? So you put Krishna's photo frame in your home. So whenever you go and come, you will see Krishna. So now, these are all things will be captured by your mind, and he will keep reminding you, Krishna ka smaran karo, Krishna ka smaran. And that's what Krishna is telling now. Ananyas chintayanto mam, satatam kirtayanto mam. You always remember me, Krishna is telling, satatam kirtayanto mam. Don't leave a single moment without thinking of me. Then you may say, अरे हम तो पढ़ाई करते हैं, पढ़ाई के समय कैसे कृष्ण को याद करें? पहले याद करो, बाद में याद करो, बीच में याद करो, right? Just like how Arjuna was remembering Krishna. He followed his word. In that way, he remembered Krishna. Right? So you remember me, Mam Anusmara Yuddhacha. You remember me and then fight. And for us, what is a fight? For us, fight is our studies. Fight is our homework. Right? Fight is our assignments. Right? So this Gita is not only for Arjuna. This Gita is for us. Just like other day I was telling that when interviewer asking question to the doctors, that questions are not for the interviewers. He's asking those questions on behalf of us. So similarly, Arjuna is asking question on behalf of us. Got it? So don't think Krishna is only telling Arjuna to do bhakti. No, he's asking all of us. Krishna is asking all of us to do bhakti. So this verse is very important. You remember this verse, right? Antakale chamameva, whoever remembers me at a point of death, he comes to me. Now question may come that then what happens to those who remember other things than Krishna? What happens? For example, if I am dying and if I remember my wife, what will happen? That will come in the next verse. If I'm dying and I remember my doggy, what will happen to me? One person had asked this question, right, in the second chapter. So now I had told him that time that wait for 8th chapter. Then if I remember my house, big house, then what will happen to me? That we will see in the next verse, right? So Krishna now here is explaining This is continuation of that verse. Krishna is telling, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajatanti kalevaram tam tamaivaiti kaunteya sada tadabhava bhavitah. Whatever you remember at the time of death, you take that form in the next life. So, if I'm remembering my wife, then what will happen to me? I'll take the form of a lady in the next life. I'll become a woman in the next life. And if my wife remembers me at a point of death, what will happen to her? She will take a male form. If I am thinking about my dear dog, what will happen to me? I will become a dog, right? The rule of this universe is that whatever you think, you become, right? And the day before yesterday, I was telling that so many books are written on the power of your mind, right? Subconscious mind, power of your subconscious mind, and you can become rich. And so many books are there. Think and become rich, right? What is the basis of those books, these verses, right? Whatever you think, you become. If you think you are rich, soon your mind will arrange the condition for you to become a rich, right? If you think, "Arey, mere se kuch nahi ho raha hai," then mind will, make those situations. And we saw that example, that how there was one prisoner and he was bitten by a chuha, a mouse, and he was thinking, "Ki I was bitten by snake, I will die, I will die, I will die," and then he actually died because mind created that poison. So similarly, this mind is very strong, and that's why Krishna is saying, whatever thought comes to your mind at the time of a death, you will get that body, that particular kind of body. If I'm thinking of deer means hiran, then I will become deer in the next life. So whatever you think, you will become, right? This is the law, right? So first law is karma. According to karma, you get a birth. But second law is this. Law, when we discuss Punarjanma, this law also comes there. And that is, whatever you think at the time of death, you become that living entity. Okay. So we will take one very wonderful example here. And this example is Bharata Maharaj. So king, he was king. The sadhu you are seeing in this picture, he was a king. He was a very popular king. He was a very powerful king, but he thought, "Bas ho gaya abhi. Now what I will do, I will go to secluded place and I will do some tapasya there." In the previous times, people would follow the rules very rigidly. Like they say brahmacharya, and then grihastashram, and then vanaprasthashram, and then sannyas ashram. Means, you have to stay bachelor, and then you have to get married. In marriage life, you have to stay some time, and then you have to renounce that marriage, right? After your children are grown up, then you have to renounce that home and then go to vana, right? Go to secluded place, go to jungle and do practices there, and then take a sannyas, then roam everywhere, right? Then give your knowledge to everyone. So he was in the vanaprasthashram, he was staying in the vana, right? He was staying in the jungle, he was meditating there. But once when he was meditating, right, he was doing chanting, then what happened? He heard a sound. And the sound was, one lion was approaching one deer, pregnant deer, lion was approaching, right? And the deer was running due to the fear from lion. So deer was running, lion was approaching, lion was ready to capture. And the deer was pregnant. And while crossing one small river, that deer gave birth to this small deer, right? Child deer. So this child deer was born, and that child deer, he heard this particular Bharat Maharaj. He heard the noise and he came there. He saw, what is this happening? So he got that small baby deer, right? He got that baby deer, and then he took very nice care of this baby deer. This baby deer was so amazing. Yeah, you love the babies, no? Even pigs, babies so cute, right? The babies are so cute. Whoever they are, right? They could be the baby of chicken, they could be the baby of, dogs or cats. They are so cute. We love them. Similarly, this deer was very cute, and he started loving. But now what happened, this Bharat Maharaj forgot everything about his meditation. He was just played with this deer. He was just took care of him, and he would feed him, and then he would offer him the water. And throughout the day, what he would do, he would just pass time with this deer. He forgot everything else, right? And he was becoming older and older and older. See, now he is doing yagya, but half of his attention is with the deer. He is not into the yagya. His mind is not into the yagya. What he is doing? He is just looking at the deer. ये क्या कर रहा है? किधर गया मेरा deer? Right? मेरा हिरन किधर गया? So he just forgot to think about Krishna, God. And he just thinking about deer. ये deer किधर है? किधर गया? किधर गया? कहीं घूम तो नहीं गया होगा? किसी ने उसे मार तो नहीं दिया होगा? He was just thinking about that deer. Now what happened? When he was dying, Krishna said, "Na yam yam vapi smaran bhava tyajatante kalevaram." जिस भाव का आप स्मरण करेंगे, उसी भाव की प्राप्ति आपको अगले जन्म में होगी, right? So he was dying, and he remembered deer. Why he remembered deer? Because throughout the life he remembered deer. तो जो भी आप कर्म करेंगे उसके हिसाब से ही आपको याद आने वाला है, राइट? तो जैसे हमने वो स्टोरी में देखा, तो वो जो दुकानदार था, जो शॉप वाला था, उसने क्या किया? थ्रू आउट द लाइफ उसने भक्ति नहीं की, केवल दुकान में गया, दुकान से आया. इसलिए व्हेन ही वाज डाइंग ही वाज आस्किंग, दुकान में कौन है? Similar thing happened with Bharat Maharaj. Now when he was dying, he remembered the deer. He remembered deer. कहाँ पे है मेरा deer? कहाँ पे है मेरा हिरन? Where is my deer? Where is my deer? Where is my deer? And his soul left the body. He died. And now guess what happened to him? He became deer in the next life. So this is his, the picture is depicting that how he was remembering deer, and then how his consciousness created a body of deer for him. Then he was transmigrated to the body of deer. He became deer. But fortunately, he remembered everything that had happened to him in the past life. Right? He remembered कि अरे गलती हो गया रे, इतना सारा भक्ति मैंने किया, पर आखिरी मोमेंट पे, आखिरी समय पे मैंने क्या किया? उस डियर को, उस हिरन को याद किया. So when he became a deer, he started remembering this. मैंने गलती किया, ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए था. हाँ, मैं पास हो ही जाता. जैसे कोई स्टूडेंट कहते हैं ना कि गलती किया, उस क्वेश्चन का आंसर मैंने गलत लिख दिया, मुझे पता था वो नहीं लिखना है, फिर भी लिख दिया. अरे क्या कर दिया, अभी फेल हो जाऊंगा. राइट? many of us do that. राइट? एक तो सी गलती की सजा, राइट, बहुत बड़ी हो सकती है. So he remembered that. Now when he became a deer, what did he do? He just sat next to the ashram of one rishi. He didn't go anywhere. He just ate whatever he could get, right? Other deer you must have seen, they just enjoy, go here and go there. You must have seen in the zoo, right? But this deer was just sitting like a meditation, like a yogi. He was just sitting in a meditation. because he was remembering कि गलती किया, अभी मैं गलती नहीं करूंगा, अभी मैं कहाँ पे फंसने वाला नहीं हूँ, मैं हमेशा भगवान का स्मरण करूंगा और मरते समय भगवान का स्मरण करके उनके धाम में चला जाऊंगा। ठीक है। So when as soon as he left the body of deer, then he was awarded a new body, the body of Jada Bharata, right? The body of Jada Bharata. The meaning of Jad is Mandabuddhi, जिसका बुद्धि, जिसका इंटेलिजेंस बहुत हेवी होता है। हेवी इन द सेंस, there are two words, sharp and heavy. We say na sharp intelligence and heavy intelligence or bad intelligence. So actually he was very intelligent guy. He took a birth in good Brahmana family. He took a birth, right? After the deer, he became a man again. He got a human form of life again. So, but that this time he decided, बाप रे, अभी गलती करने का नहीं है, ये सारी चीजों में अटकने का नहीं, ये सब कर्मा विकर्मा, बाप रे, मेरे को वो सब करना नहीं है, अभी केवल एक ही काम करूंगा, मैं केवल कृष्ण स्मरण करूंगा, and at the point of death I will remember Krishna and I will go to Krishna's place. ठीक है। So what he did, he told everyone कि मैं ना पागल हूं, and he acted like that so that people would started neglecting him. उसके मम्मी पापा भी उसको निगलेक्ट करते थे, उसके भाई वगैरह सब उसको निगलेक्ट करते थे, क्योंकि वो पागल जैसा बिहेवियर करता था। वो पागल नहीं था, पर वो पागल जैसा बिहेवियर करता था, क्योंकि यदि अच्छे आदमी का बिहेवियर करता, जस्ट इमेजिन, यदि अच्छे आदमी का बिहेवियर करता तो क्या होता, उसको अलग अलग कार्यों में लगा दिया जाता, ये कर, ये भी कर, वो भी कर। तो उसे सब कुछ नहीं करना था, उसको एक गलती का एहसास हो गया था। हाँ, he had realized his mistake कि एक छोटी सी गलती कर दी यार, मैंने वो हिरन का स्मरण किया अभी इस लाइफ में, I will train my mind to only think of Krishna and I will not do anything else. So he started behaving like a mad person. So everybody started neglecting him and they threw him out of the home. So he came to the jungle and he would just meditate on Krishna throughout the day. Whatever he would get, he would eat fruits and all these things he would eat. But he was a very intelligent person. He was a sadhu actually. But outwardly it felt that ये ना आदमी पागल है, तो कोई उससे पूछता नहीं था कुछ भी। तो once it so happened that one king was going from one place to another place. One place to another place he was going. But king was sitting in the palanquin. You can see in this picture, he was sitting in the palanquin. The पालकी में बैठा था वो। But क्या हुआ ना, वो जो पालकी उठाते हैं, those who lift the palanquin, one of the person was absent. तो क्या हो रहा था, 4 आदमी चाहिए ना पालकी उठाने के लिए, तो एक आदमी नहीं था। तो देन उसके जो आदमी थे, बाकी के आदमी, वो सोचने लगे अभी किसको बुलाए। देन they found this particular person, जड़ भरत. They called him, hey जड़ भरत, इधर आ जाओ, चलो पालकी उठाओ. जड़ भरत said, I'm a mad person, don't ask me. He didn't respond actually. But then they started forcing him, hey चलो चलो उधर चलो, काम करो, कुछ तो काम करो, राजा बुला रहा है. And he had to go. He came there. He lifted the palanquin and all people started walking. But while walking, this Jada Bharat had a unique style of walking. He was not walking like an ordinary person. He was jumping. He was jumping. ऐसे उठाता था, ऐसे करके करता था. He was jumping. So just imagine 3 people are walking nicely and one person is doing this. He was just shaking the palanquin. Will the person able to sit properly in the palanquin? पालकी में अच्छे से कोई बैठ पाएगा क्या? नहीं. Right? The king was very disturbed. He said, who is this guy? Who is this foolish guy you have brought? He's such a stupid guy. And he started chastising him very badly. And at one point of time, king said, निकालो इसको बाहर, निकालो. And Jada Bharat was freed. He was sitting there. And that time the king came to him and he asked him, क्या आप ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हैं ऐसे? Why you are walking? Can't you walk properly? Why you are jumping on the street? And that time, what answer did Jadabharat gave, you know? Jadabharat said, my dear king, when I was walking, I could see there were many ants on the road, on the path. So to miss stepping on those ants, I was jumping here and there. तो मैंने बहुत सारी चींटियां, बहुत सारे कीड़े मकोड़े इस रास्ते के ऊपर देखे, तो मुझे उनके ऊपर पैर नहीं रखना था. हम क्या करते हैं, पैर से कुचल देते हैं उसको. हम क्या करते हैं, मच्छर दिखता है तो पटक करके मार देते हैं उसको, राइट. बट जड़ भरत न्यू कि इफ आई किल any of the kida makoda, any of the cheetah, any of the ant, what will happen? I will have to take a rebirth, और मुझे rebirth वगैरह कुछ नहीं चाहिए. So that's why he was very careful कि मैं किसको मारू नहीं पैर रखते समय. He was so sensitive. And when king heard that, he was surprised. क्या आप वो चींटी को बचाने के लिए ऐसे जंप कर रहे थे? He said, yes, I didn't want to kill a single living entity, otherwise it will create a karma for me and I will have to take a rebirth. Got it? So now king was surprised. King surrendered to him. He said, you are such a Jnani Purush, I never thought about this. Now please reveal a Gyan to me. And that time, this Jadabharat, just like we are hearing now Gita, he explained all spiritual knowledge to Jadabharat and that king. Jadabharat explained all the knowledge to that king, and king became his disciple. At that time, king realized, Bapre, this is not normal person. This is not Jad Bharat. It's actually intelligent Bharat. Right? And that's how, with the power of knowledge, right? At the end of death, the point of death, at the end of life, the point of death, he remembered Krishna and he went to Kolu Vrindavan. He went to Krishna's place. Right? This is a story. The story is very simple, that what you think, you become. जिंदगी भर आप जो भी कुछ सोचेंगे वही आप बन पाएंगे. So that's why be very, very careful that what you are thinking. When you are thinking of something, you are creating your new body. Right? जैसे कोई कहता है कि I want to eat non-veg, I want to eat non-veg, then your mind is creating a new body for you. Which kind of body mind will make? जिसमें non-veg खाने को मिलेगा. जैसे tiger and lion, they eat non-veg, right? Or the kutta or billy, they also eat non-veg. So that kind of body will be created for you. Because what God does, God just fulfill your desire. God is sitting in the heart just to fulfill your desires. So if you tell him, if the desire comes in your mind कि मुझे ना ये खाना है, मुझे ना क्या करना है पता है, मुझे बस ठंडी ठंडी हवाओं में, this is just example, मुझे बस ठंडी ठंडी हवाओं में मुझे बर्फ के साथ खेलना है. I just want to play with icebergs. Then what will happen? The God will say, okay, desire is fulfilled. In the next life, you will become penguin. This is just an example. So Krishna facilitates your desire. Krishna facilitates. आपको क्या करना है? Okay, granted. Boon is granted. So be careful what you are asking from Krishna. Be careful what thoughts are coming to your mind. Be careful of those thoughts. If you have some questions, many people are raising their hand. I would request, please note these questions, right? And then we will take those questions. Within 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, we will end this chapter and then we will take questions. So point here I am explaining is that just control your mind properly. Otherwise, many thoughts will come and many kinds of bodies will be created for you. Right? And then you cannot say कि मैंने तो ये मांगा ही नहीं था. अरे मांगा था ना, आपने desire तो किया था. You had that desire. Right? So That's why Krishna is telling two verses. First was Antakale Chamameva. If you think of me, you will come to me. And if you think of other things, you will become that other things. And there could be anything. 84 lakhs of species are there. Now somebody may ask question. Yadi, if I think of my car, then will I become car? If I think of my monies, if I think of my jewelry, will I become jewelry? If I think of I have a very big house, will I become my house? So answer is no, because you only take the birth of a living entity. Right? You will not become a house, or you will not become a jewelry. You will not become money. You will not become a necklace in the next life. You will not become home in the next life. But you will become things related to those things. You will become things, living entities related to those things. जैसे आपने देखा होगा घर में बहुत सारे कीड़े मकोड़े होते हैं, राइट? तो आपको यदि आप घर से अटैच है आपके, तो आप वो बन सकते हैं, आपको वो बर्थ मिल सकता है, राइट? वी विल सी दिस एग्जांपल फ्रॉम वन स्टोरी. और यदि आप if you are so much attached to your home, then you may become a mouse in the home, right? You can become human also, but to become a human, we need lot of punya, we need lot of good works, and then only one can become a human. So that's why I was telling, now this human form of life you have got, don't do any sinful activities, don't cheat anyone, follow morality, right? Be moral, be honest, don't cheat in exams, right? Whatever you know, write those answers, don't cheat. Do hard work, right? And similarly, remember Krishna also. So in the next life, at least you will get the form of human life. Otherwise, it's very dangerous, right? Any form you will get, you can get actually. So now it's 9 o'clock. Let's take a break for 1 minute. Okay? And drink water and come back. Okay, can you see me? Okay, good. Let's go ahead. So, are you finding difficulty in understanding, or it's okay? Okay? Okay, good, good. Did you understand the story of Bharat Maharaj? Good. ठीक है. Amazing. So I will take questions later. Let's go ahead. somehow we had power shortage, but no problem. Now here I was telling ना कि किस प्रकार से आपको जिस बात का आप स्मरण करेंगे उसके रिलेटेड भी आपको जन्म हो सकता है. So now here we will study the story of Narada Muni, right, and Kailas. So you know Narada Muni is he keeps traveling everywhere, and then he keeps telling everyone that, you know, do bhakti, do bhakti. Many people listen to him and many people avoid him. But here, once upon a time, Narada Muni went to one person's home. His name was Kailas. His name was Kailas. And Narada Muni told him, my dear Kailas, why don't you take Krishna's name, chant Krishna's name, read Bhagavad Gita? Then Kailas said, Guruji, time nahi hai abhi. I don't have any time. My kids are very small. I have to take care of those kids. और जब बड़े हो जाएंगे ना तब मैं भक्ति करूंगा, आप चिंता मत करिए. Narada Muni said, okay, no problem. Then Narada Muni came to that village again. Extremely sorry. Narada Muni came to that village again after many years. Narada Muni came to that village again after many years, and then he could find that Kailas again. Then he asked Kailas, अरे आपके बच्चे तो बड़े हो गए अभी. हाँ, आपके बच्चे बड़े हो गए, अभी तो कृष्ण का सेवा करो, उनकी पूजा करो, भगवद गीता पढ़ो, कृष्ण का नाम लो. He said, हाँ अभी बड़े हो गए, उनकी शादी वगैरह हो जाने दो, उनकी शादी हो गई ना तो मैं फ्री हो जाऊंगा, तब मैं भक्ति करूंगा. Narada Muni said, okay, no problem. Then again Narada Muni came to that village after many years, and that time Kailas was playing with small kids of his children. So Narada Muni said, अरे आपके तो पोते भी हो गए अभी, congratulations, अभी तो भक्ति करो बाबा, अभी आप बूढ़े हो गए हैं, you do भक्ति. He said, नहीं नारद मुनि, अभी छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं ना मेरे बच्चों के, उनको संभालना पड़ता है, अभी नहीं करूंगा, बाद में करूंगा भक्ति. जब ये बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे ना तब बाद में आराम से भक्ति करूंगा, जिंदगी भर भक्ति तो करनी है, बाद में करूंगा. नारद मुनि बोले ठीक है. After many years, Narada Muni was walking and he came to that particular home and he could not find Kailas. Then he asked that his children, अरे कैलाश किधर गए, मैं तो last time इनको मिला था, बहुत अच्छा लगा उनको मिलके. तो they said, अरे Narada Muni, actually my father is died. Narada Muni said, oh so sad. When Narada Muni was coming, he was walking back, and that time one dog started barking, boo, 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 right? And then Narada Muni said, oh dog, who are you? And that time dog said, Narada Muni is such a pure devotee, dog can also speak with him. Narada Muni can go everywhere. He can go to Kailas, he can go to Vaikunta, he can go everywhere, right? And then Narada Muni said, who are you? He said, I am Kailas. Woo, woo, I am Kailas. Narada Muni said, oh, so sad. You got the birth of doggy. Very sad. Now I am telling you, you give up this body and just come with me to Vaikunta. I will take you to Vaikunta. You will be freed from birth and death. You are just wasting your time in the body of a dog. Come from here. Come out from here. Then he said that no, currently I am so busy. I cannot come, right? Because, there are so many thieves in this village. They may come and they may loot my home. So that's why I have to protect my home. Narada Muni said, "Arey Baba, theek hai." Then again, after many years, Narada Muni was walking through that village and he asked, hey, where was that doggy? Then my children said, actually children didn't know that their father has become doggy. Then they said, somehow that doggy, died. Narad Muni said, oh, so sad. Now, where must be Kailasa? He was thinking. That time he was going through the paddy fields of this Kailash, right? And that time he could see Cobra. Cobra was standing in front of Narad Muni. Right? Then Narad Muni said, who are you, Cobra? You know. Then that Cobra said, I am Kailas. Did you recognize me, Narad Muni? I am so happy here. He said, happy? You have become Cobra. You have become snake. You are happy? No, Narad Muni, I am so happy here. I am enjoying. What the hell are you enjoying? Come with me. Come with me to spiritual world, to Vaikuntha. You are snake. Oh my God. Then he said, no, Narad Muni, I am happy in the snake body because, my kids, they are so lazy. They keep sleeping, in the morning also. So what happened, the neighboring people, they come to our field, paddy field, and then they steal all the grains from my paddy field, from my field, from my farm. So to just make them fearful, I'm hissing here. Narad Muni said, "Arey baap re, aaja re baba, kitna tu birth lega? How many, birth you will take in the future?" He said, Narad Muni, no problem, I'm happy. Then Narad Muni was very merciful in one sense. He just, clapped his hand. And then, he could see some of his kids were working in a farm. So he said, oh, my dear farmers, see, I can see cobra here. Kill this cobra. Otherwise, it could be harmful for your kids. Kill this cobra immediately. And those sons, actually, they were the sons of Kailas only. And the cobra was none other than Kailas. Just to have mercy on that cobra, what Narad Muni said, kill him. Because, after killing only, the soul will get liberated and Narad Muni could take him to Vaikuntha. Right? That is mercy of Narad Muni. So he told, kill him. And that cobra was killed and Kailasha was liberated. ठीक है, अदरवाइज कैलाश का क्या होता, एक जन्म से दूसरे जन्म से तीसरे. क्यों? Because he was so attached to his home, so attached to his property. That's why he was taking birth there only. He became a dog, then he became a snake, right? For protection of that property. Let's go ahead. And this is very important verse. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam smaryuddha cha mayyarpita mano buddhi mame vaishyasina samshayah. So whatever work you would be doing, just remember me, right? And if you remember me, you will come to me. So principle is very simple. You remember Krishna and then you will go to Krishna. Now here Krishna is telling about a yogi. And he tells what yogi does. Prayana kale manasa chalena bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva bhruvor madhe pranamavesha samya aksatambar purushamumeti devyam prayana kale manasa chalena. When somebody is dying, when the yogis are dying, description of the yogi is given. How normal person dies? He just die in the hospital or die in an accident. He don't have any control on his death. Do we have any control on our death? No. We can die at any moment. We don't have any control. But there are yogis. What they do? They just, they have a power to, to remove their soul from their body. Right? We cannot do that. Now Krishna is explaining about the yogis, right? And I feel it's already 9:16. Okay, we will complete this verse and we will stop. Whatever remaining things are there, we will complete tomorrow. Because I think many questions will come. So he's telling Krishna, those who are yogi, they fix the life air between the eyebrows. They just meditate here, right? And what they do? They remember Supreme Lord in a full devotion, will certainly attain. And then remember Krishna and they go to Krishna. Okay. Krishna is telling here The same principle that remember me. Ananya chetah satatam yo mam smarati nityashah. See, Krishna is saying, just remember me always. Tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktas yoginah. For him to attain me is very easy. Sulabha partha, very easy. You can attain me very easily if you remember me always. So the same principle is Krishna telling again and again. When something is told again and again, that means it is important. Just like your mother say, पढ़ाई करना, पढ़ाई करना, पढ़ाई करना again and again क्यों बोलती है? क्योंकि वो important है. Similarly, आप देखेंगे कृष्णा भी फिर बार बार बोल रहे, तेरा काम कर, ड्यूटीज कर, मेरा स्मरण कर, मेरा स्मरण कर. इधर भी वही बोल रहे, स्मरण कर, क्योंकि वो important है. कोई करता नहीं बाबा, समझ रहे ना आप? कोई नहीं करता. Very few people are there who are remembering Krishna, and that's why Krishna told in the 7th chapter, Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavama prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. That person is very rare who remembers Krishna. So become, rare. So you are rare, you are remembering Krishna. Okay. Now, this is verse, and we'll stop after this verse. And whatever things are remaining, we will cover that tomorrow. Right? Mame prutta punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanah sansiddhim paramam gataha. Ma upetta punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam. So Krishna is telling that this world, right, this earthly planet is dukkhalayam. It is the place of misery, right? Whatever you do, you will get miseries, right? And we can see now, place has become literally miserable, right? Corona, and then so many diseases are there, right? It's full with miseries. Sometimes there are heavy rain, sometimes there are no rain, sometimes there is scorching heat. Now it's May going on. We cannot step outside of our home after 12 noon. It's so, the heat is so scorching. It's a misery only, isn't it? And then sometimes there is a famine, there is no water at all, right? It's a place of misery. So Krishna is saying, Arey yaar, this is a place of misery. Don't stay here for a long. Just do your duty and come out. Just do your duties and come out. And where to go? Just remember me and you will come to me. Krishna is saying, come to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means, Kuntha means the miseries. Vaikuntha means there is no miseries at all. So Krishna is saying, come to Vaikuntha, come to Goloka Vrindavan, come to my place. And we will have a nice fun time there. Here, there are so many miseries. Everywhere there are miseries. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Padam padam yadavi padam natesham. At every step there is a misery. कुछ भी हो सकता है. कभी भूकंप आएगा, कभी कोई बम फोड़ देगा, कुछ भी हो सकता है. You just open the newspaper and you will see this place is a place of misery. And that's why Krishna says, Napnuanta mahatmanah sansiddhim paramam gata. So the pure devotees, the sadhus, mahatmas, what they do, they remember me and they don't come to this world again. So essence of this chapter is remember Krishna. And if you remember Krishna, if you make a habit of remembering Krishna, then what will happen? At the time of death, you will remember Krishna. Right? Whatever we do throughout our life, we get remembrance of that at the point of death. Right? That's why Krishna is saying, make a habit of remembering me, so that at a point of death, you will remember me and you will come to me. So we will stop here, and for next 10-15 minutes, we will have question and answer. I hope you can see me because I have power shortage. Okay, amazing. Now who has question? Okay, Gayatri has question. Gayatri, please tell me.
Sir, when we while we are dying, if we pray Krishna, then where will we go? Or what will happen?
we pray to Krishna only if we are praying throughout the life.
Sir, if only while dying we pray, and
It will not happen.
first
No. The same thing I am explaining ना गायत्री. What I am explaining, जो चीज आप जिंदगी भर करोगे, जो चीज आप सपोज आपका कल एग्जाम है, जस्ट टेक एग्जाम्पल, आपका कल एग्जाम है और आपने आज पढ़ाई ही नहीं किया, तो क्या आपको पढ़ाई कल याद आएगा क्या? नहीं याद आएगा ना. तो उसी प्रकार से आई टोल्ड दैट डेथ इज अ एग्जाम, और जिंदगी में आप जो भी कुछ करेंगे वही याद आने वाला है. आप ऐसे नहीं कह सकते कि मैं जिंदगी भर ना पूरा मजा करूंगा, जो चाहिए वो करूंगा, और जब मरने का समय आएगा ना तो मैं कृष्ण को याद कर लूंगा. There are two answers for this question. One is we don't know मरने का समय, कुछ भी हो सकता है, कभी भी हो सकता है, right? We don't know मरने का समय. That is the first answer. That's why you have to always remember Krishna. Always try to remember Krishna. Make a habit of remembering Krishna. And other thing is that जो भी आप पूरे जिंदगी में करोगे, जो भी चीज आप बार बार करोगे, वही चीज आपको याद आती है, right? फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपका एग्जाम है कल और आपने आज पढ़ाई नहीं किया, तो आपको कुछ याद आएगा ही नहीं. आप बोलेंगे मैं पूरे प्रिपरेशन लीव में आज के दिन पूरा मजा करूंगा और एग्जाम में लिख दूंगा. अरे लिख कैसे देंगे, याद तो आना चाहिए ना, और याद तभी आएगा जब आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. That's why Krishna, if you see in 8th chapter, again telling, remember me, remember me, remember me. ठीक है. और किसको प्रश्न है? और किसको प्रश्न है? प्रश्न नहीं आज किसको? प्रेक्षा, यू हैव क्वेश्चन? तनिषा, यू हैव क्वेश्चन? ओके, आद्विक को क्वेश्चन है, बोलो आद्विक. सो यू कैन आस्क इन हिंदी और मराठी ऑल्सो इफ यू आर नॉट. हाँ बोलो.
Sir, if I think I want to become a god, so I can become?
No, you cannot become a god. How will you become a god? God is always one. Can you become your father?
No.
Yeah, simple. Bolo. Who else? Vaishnavi has question. Vaishnavi, where do you stay?
Kalyan.
Oh, amazing. Where in Kalyan?
Near Thangewadi, Sampada Hospital. Khadakpada.
Oh, Khadakpada. I stay in Dombivli. बोलो, प्रश्न बोलो.
सब लोग बोलते हैं कि लास्ट में यम आता है सोल लेने.
हाँ.
यम आता है कि अपनी सोल ऐसे ही जाती है?
नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स यमराज आते हैं, उसके यमदूत आते हैं. उसके बारे में मैं आज ही करने वाला था, बट वी विल डिस्कस दैट टुमारो. ठीक है, उसके बारे में हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे. वी विल टेक वन वेरी नाइस स्टोरी ऑफ अजामिल. हैव यू हर्ड हिज नेम, अजामिल?
No.
हाँ, तो कल मजा आएगा, और कल अजामिल के बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे. एंड वी विल सी ऑफ कोर्स यमदूत कम देयर, राइट? और यमदूत आपको पहले लेके जाते हैं, और देन वो ऐसे होता है कि वो देखते हैं कि आपने कितने पुण्य किए हैं, कितने पाप किए, उसके हिसाब से आपको कुछ दिन के लिए पितृलोक में रखा जाता है. और पितृलोक में रखने के बाद आपको देखते हैं कि इसको पहले कौन सी बॉडी देनी है, राइट? जैसे टीचर लोग सोचते हैं ना कि इसको पास करना है कि फेल करना है, इसको आगे भेजना है कि पीछे भेजना है. सिमिलरली दे आल्सो हैव अ बिग डिस्कशन कि इनका क्या करना है, उनका बड़ा डिपार्टमेंट है. बट हियर कृष्णा इज टेलिंग कि यदि आप मेरी भक्ति करेंगे तो ये सब सोचने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. यदि इफ यू आर अ कृष्ण भक्ता, द यमराज विल नॉट कम. If you are a Krishna Bhakta, Yamraj cannot touch. We will see in that chapter that Yamraj is telling whoever is Krishna's devotee, my dear Yamadutas, don't dare to touch them. They are very dangerous. So if you are a Krishna Bhakta, you will be protected from the Yamadutas. बोलो.
और ये हम लोग ऐसे चिपकली रहते हैं, हम लोग उसको मारते हैं तो वो तो मोक्ष प्राप्त करती है, पर हमें उसकी वजह से पाप लगता है.
आपको किसने बोला चिपकली को मारने के बाद वो मोक्ष प्राप्ति करेगी?
मतलब वो जो चिपकली है,
मारना नहीं होता उनको ना, भगा दीजिए घर से, आप भगा दीजिए उनको, मारिए मत.
ओके सर.
नहीं तो ऐसे कुछ मेडिसिन आते हैं जिससे उनको दूर रखा जा सकता है. हर्बल मेडिसिन होते हैं कुछ, पेस्टिसाइड्स होते हैं हर्बल, जो उनको मारते नहीं पर उनको दूर रखते हैं। तो आप ऐसे करिए। देखिए आप आज छिपकली को मारेंगे ना तो क्या होगा कि उसको, उसका देखो उसका भी कुछ कर्मा है, तो उसको वो कर्मा कंप्लीट करने के लिए फिर से छिपकली का बर्थ लेना पड़ेगा। समझ रहे? तो ऐसा है, भगा दीजिए।
Sir, why was Muni so much careful about Kailash?
हाँ, तो दिस इज द नेचर ऑफ sadhus. We will see one more story regarding this in the 12th chapter, that the sadhus are very I mean they are very loving, just like Krishna is loving to all of us. Sadhus are also loving. They are called as the para dukha dukhi. मतलब वो देखते हैं कि आदमी दुखी, दुख में है ना, तो उनको भी दुख होता है, तो उनसे दुख देखा नहीं जाता। देखो ना, नारद मुनि ने उसको कितनी बार बोला, अरे बस हो गया बाबा, अभी तो भक्ति कर, अभी तो भक्ति कर, समय नहीं है। उसने सुना ही नहीं। हाँ, तो इसलिए फाइनली नारद मुनि को पता चल गया ये सुनने वाला नहीं है। यू नो, ही जस्ट टोल्ड इस कोबरा को मार दो, एंड फोर्सफुली ही टुक हिम। दे आर सो merciful, they are so loving, they are so caring, that they want that everyone should become Krishna's devotee. That's why you see Narada Muni, he keeps traveling everywhere, and those who are genuine seekers, it is said that Narada Muni still visit them and he teaches them bhakti. Just like Dhruva was very genuine seeker, and Narada Muni came to him and told, you want to attain Krishna, you chant this mantra. Prahlad was so curious about God. Narada Muni came to him. Narada Muni is so special, right?
Sir, or do we only take birth on Earth only? Also,
No, there are so many planets that we will discuss tomorrow. Actually, that was the topic of today, but we will discuss that tomorrow. Because I thought today we have discussed so many technical things, so that's why I thought we will take that tomorrow. There are so many planets. There are 14 planetary systems in one universe. 14 प्रकार के लोक है इस प्लानिटरी सिस्टम में। 7 लोग ऊपर के हैं, 7 लोग नीचे के हैं। जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, नरक एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स, उसके बारे में हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे। और ऊपर वाले प्लैनेट में क्या होता है? पितृलोक होता है, स्वर्ग लोक होता है, जनोलोक होता है, तपोलोक होता है। तो यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी हमारा जन्म हो सकता है हमारे क्वालिफिकेशन के अनुसार, राइट? जितना हमारे पॉकेट में पैसा है वैसी गाड़ी हम खरीद सकते हैं। जैसे मेरे पास सपोज 5 लाख रुपए है तो मेरे को ऑल्टो खरीदनी पड़ेगी, राइट? कैन समबडी गिव मी मर्सिडीज बेंज इन 5 लाख रुपीज? नो, बोलेगा 1 करोड़ चाहिए यार, मर्सिडीज चाहिए। तो सिमिलरली अवर कर्मास आर गिने जाते हैं, कितने अच्छे कर्म है, कितने बुरे कर्म है, और उसके हिसाब से आपको इधर आपको ऊपर वाले प्लैनेट्स मिलेंगे, नहीं तो नीचे वाले प्लैनेट्स मिलेंगे। पर अर्थली प्लैनेट का फायदा ये है कि अर्थली प्लैनेट जो है वो एक जंक्शन की तरह है। आप इधर ऊपर जा सकते हैं, नहीं तो नीचे जा सकते हैं, राइट? सो इट्स लाइक अ जंक्शन, सो यू कैन गेट लिबरेटेड आल्सो। तो ये अर्थली प्लैनेट का फायदा है। बोलो
सर, वेयर इज वैकुंठा?
या उसके बारे में हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे। वैकुंठा इज बियॉन्ड दिस वर्ल्ड, और पूरे पिक्टोरियल फॉर्म के साथ मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करूंगा।
सर, मेरा लास्ट क्वेश्चन है।
हाँ बोलो।
क्या कोई आदमी पूरे साल में उसने लाइफ में भगवान का नाम लिया है पर उसके साथ झूठ भी बोलता है और कुछ गलत भी किया है उसने, तो लास्ट मोमेंट में
ऐसा नहीं होता। जिसने सचमुच में भगवान की भक्ति की है ना, उसका हृदय अपने आप परिवर्तन हो जाता है, वो पूरे काम अपने आप छोड़ देता है। तो कोई कह रहा है कि मैंने भगवान का नाम भी लिया है और आपने देखा है कि वो गलत चीज कर रहा है, तो वो दिल से नहीं ले रहा है नाम, right? Sincerely he is not chanting, sincerely he is not remembering Krishna. Because if you remember Krishna sincerely, then automatically bad things will removed from your heart. समझ रहे? तो आपको स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ, जैसे मैंने बताया पहले दिन भी, कि इट इज नॉट अबाउट इंफॉर्मेशन। स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ इज अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। यदि कोई भक्ति करता है तो उसके जीवन में परिवर्तन आना ही चाहिए। यदि नहीं आ रहा है तो वो उसमें गलती कर रहा है, ठीक है? तो आप कह रहे हैं कि वो झूठ भी बोल रहा है और ये भी कर रहा है, तो वो मुझे लगता है भक्ति नहीं कर रहा है।
सर, कल मैंने उपवास किया, बहुत अच्छा लगा। कल
लाइट लगता है, बहुत लाइट लगता है, क्योंकि बेचारा स्टमक भी थक जाता है ना। जैसे हम रोज काम करके थक जाते हैं, हमको संडे को आराम चाहिए, उसी प्रकार से स्टमक को भी आराम चाहिए। दैट्स व्हाई संडे के दिन, आई मीन नॉट संडे, एकादशी के दिन केवल सादा भोजन खाना चाहिए, जैसे केला वगैरह वगैरह, जो भी फ्रूट्स है वो खाइए। हाँ, हेवी फूड्स को अवॉइड कीजिए, पेट के लिए भी अच्छा होता है। एंड इफ यू सी साइंटिफिकली, द लास्ट नोबेल प्राइज was received by one Japanese or German scientist, I don't know his name. What he did research, he researched कि 15 दिन में आप एक बार उपवास करोगे ना, तो आपके शरीर में जो भी कैंसर के सेल्स है ना, वो गायब हो जाएंगे। ये किसने बताया? ये जर्मन साइंटिस्ट ने बताया है। आप प्लीज सर्च ऑन अ नेट बेनिफिट्स ऑफ फास्टिंग एंड सर्च समथिंग लाइक अ नोबेल प्राइज रिलेटेड टू दिस, so you will find the answer। 15 दिन बाद उपवास करेंगे ना, हर 15 दिन में आपके शरीर में जो भी कैंसर बढ़ रहा है उसके जो सेल्स से अपने आप डिसॉल्व हो जाएंगे। तो पेट को भी कभी कभी आराम दीजिए, राइट? हमको आराम चाहिए ना, तो पेट को भी आराम चाहिए। पेट ऑल्सो गेट टायर्ड। हम क्या करते हैं, ठूसते, और डालो और डालो और डालो और ठूसो, उसमें ना अच्छा नहीं है। इसलिए आप देखेंगे योगा में हमने और एक चीज डिस्कस की थी, उसका नाम है प्रत्याहार। प्रत्याहार का मतलब है थोड़ा कम खाओ।
थैंक यू सर।
बोलो आबिर को क्वेश्चन है, बोलो आबिर आपको। हाँ बोलो आबिर।
हाँ हेलो सर, मुझे क्वेश्चन है कि अगर यहाँ पर कोई कुछ हो जाता है और अगर मेरी सोल ये बॉडी से चली जाती है और आप भी कृष्ण का नाम ले रहे हैं, मैं भी कृष्ण का नाम ले रहा हूँ माइंड में, तो फिर क्या होगा?
तो आप कृष्ण के पास जाएंगे।
ओके।
और कौन है? आद्रिक का हो गया। दियान, यू आर क्वेश्चन है, बोलो दियान।
सर कृष्ण के पास जाने के बाद हम लोग किधर जाएंगे?